Isn't this the so that means a person? Oh, Menelik. Okay, so Menelik is that guy. Adwa, this is 1896, 1888 Ethiopian calendar. You see, I think that's talking about the battle. Okay, so you could hear the horses, the sword, somebody drawing a sword. Teo. I've heard that in a song before. Mambo, naitwa Maingi, natoka Kenya. Salam, Maingi balala ka Kenyaneng. Hello guys, today I'm here to do a reaction on Sauce by Rophnan. I heard this song was really good. I am so sorry, people. I was stuck in quarantine for 2 weeks, and ever since then, I spent another week trying to figure out how to get back onto my school schedule, because that's what I still do. Okay. I traveled to another country, blah 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 blah. I'll maybe show you, do a video, one short video about the country I'm in, about the city I'm in. Maybe not. Okay. So first of all, what do you know about Rophnan? Okay. So there was that song I reacted to before. It was sang. It had an Oromo, Amharic, and then a Walaita beat. But then there was a specific part I liked. Na 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 na, does it? Na 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 na, does it? Na 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 na, na na. Oh yeah, chop your meeting. Na 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 na. Okay, that was a good song. That was a really really good song. I mean, I liked it. I actually just liked it. Why is it not on my wow list? Okay, for the wow list, I have to explain this. For my wow list, your song has to be like very unique, very funny, or something like that. Okay. What else? Rophnan. Yeah. Anyway, Sost 3, because I saw the 3 sign. It's a number. I remember it was a number, but then he has 3 there, so it's obviously that. Sost means 3, and yeah, I guess there are 3 parts to the song, because even in the other song he had 3 parts. So maybe this is a thing he does. Um, I've seen somewhere that this song is being compared to what's it called? There's a Steady Afro, yes, Steady, something like that. It was released in the 90s. It was a political song. So they're saying Rophnan has released his Mysterious or something. I don't remember the name correctly. Now let's move on to what we know about Ethiopia. Ethiopia, there's the current news as before. Okay, I talked about the history before. I talked about Dumt. I talked about Aksum. I talked about the Ethiopian Empire, the Zagwe dynasty, the a bunch of things, and some of the rulers. Some of the rulers, David, what's his name? Tewodros, Menelik the first, and then the second Menelik. That's the guy who ensured Ethiopia remained independent. There's lots of stuff to talk about. And also, one particular subscriber that I've been communicating with, he has said he knows nothing about Kenyan history, and then that people don't talk about Kenyan history. People just talk about North African history. I think Carthage, the Mali Empire, and then Egyptian Empire, Kingdom, whatever, in Ethiopian textbooks. So I'm gonna leave a link to a Google project with a lot of Kenyan input. It talks about Kenyan heroes and some of their history, but then some of them that are included are just ethnicities that are also in Kenya. For example, they talk about an Oromo priestess or something, a Nubian princess as well. Nubians moved to Kenya from, I think, Sudan a while back. But then yeah. Anyways, more on Ethiopia. What's going on these days? There is the dam. Okay, I've got to talk about this. There is a dam. Ethiopia is building a huge dam, right? And the country's upstream. No, the country's lower stream. Is it lower stream? Low stream? Upstream countries are where the water comes from. So the source countries. A source country like Ethiopia says other countries shouldn't dictate where waters are coming from and all that. And that's what's going on. They've talked a lot about what Ethiopia should do, that Ethiopia should back down and like do stuff like that, but then the government and the people are remaining strong. I think this is actually generating a lot of nationalism, and that's also what's going on. Now, beyond that, I'm not gonna say anything because SOST is a 16-minute song. I'm just gonna watch it. Here we go. Rophnan SOST doing the song, reacting to the song in 3, 2, 1. It's a very dramatic opening. It's like the opening scene to like imagine a movie. It's like a war movie or something. So Nayalal, I remember Desilal from Abyssinia Vine.
Tewodros saydasın Grain saykatım Gudit sattısı Bokom aksumun Kadmo bilalını Kadmo azanı Nabi malakını Kadmo yaredini Sost zimmarını Belej medanını Nidiste sabiti sattis Sınfanı lesinan Sattıgwaz ልታይ አምላክን ስራ ጥበብ ሰለሞን ጠቢቡም ሳይዘምም ምኒልክ ሳይቀድም ጽላት ሳይከተል ከሁሉ በፊት በአገሬ ቀረማን ነበር ዓለሜ ኢትዮጵያና ዓለም የዓለም ብርሃን ጊዮን ሚዞርሽ የነፍስ ጣን ሙሴ ለተወረድ የበቃብሽ ቅድሚያ እርሱ ነፃ የወጣብሽ ምድርም ታሪኳ ቢዘረጋሃ ብሎ የሚጀምር ዘፍጥረት አንቺ ጋር እምነት ታሪኳ ቢጻፍላት አንድነት ተገኙና ጋሽና ጥላት ዛሬ አንተ ሰው ማን ብለው ጠየቁኝ ያማነኝ ልበል ካንቺ መፈጠር ብዙ አድርጎ ያሰው ስም ያውጣ ያውቅበታል የልጁ ማገር ነው የአባት ቤት ይመታል ያሰው ስም ያውጣ ያውቅበታል የልጁ ሰው መሆን ያባቱ ይበቃል ያገሬ ስማ
Okay, I like that there are a lot of landscapes. It's a bit gray. I think the gray in the background is to show is it not the seriousness. It's to show. I think it's a sort of like emotional song. I was also told that this is about a bit about patriotism, or anyway.
የእናቴ መጠሪያ ዞር ዞር የወጣው ልጇ ሰላም ጤና እንዲሆን በእናት ዓለም ጸሎትሽን ከኔ ላይ ቀንሰሽ ለኢትዮጵያ አድርጊ እኔ እንድኖር አለዚያማ ቢደርስልኝ አንቺ ጸሎትማ ለብቻዬ ያለ ሀገርማ ኖርማ አንቺ ያየሽውን አላይማ እውነት ጸሎትሽ ላይ ሀገር ጨምሪበት የኔ ትውልድ ሰው እንዳይሆንበት አጎንብሶ ሄደ ከአንገትና ጀርባው ዘር ጭነውበት አይቼ እንዳላየው ሆድ ከሀገር ይሰፋል ብዬ እያለፍኩት ማነህ ብለው እና ሆድ ከሀገር ይበልጣል ልቤን አስጨነቁት ያ ሰው ስም ያውጣ ያውቅበታል የልጁም ሀገር ነው የአባት ቤት ይመታል ያ ሰው ስም ያውጣ ያውቅበታል የልጁ ሰው መሆን ያባቱ ይበቃል
Isn't this the so that means a person? But then, okay, so in Swahili, so mtu, sewochi watu.
ፍቅር ግን የለው ሀገር ፍቅር ሳይኖረው ሀገር ሀገር ያንቺን ሳፈቀረ የፈጠረኝ እንዳለው ሰው አታድርጊኝ ነው የፍቅር ቃል አያልፍ ዘንድ ዓለም ያልፋል ከአንቺ በፊት ነበር ስሜ ሰው ነህ ይላል ፍቅር ሳይኖረው ሀገር ሀገር ያንቺን ሳፈቀረ ለፍቅር ቦታ ከሌለሽ ከበር እግዚአብሔር መለሽ
Listen to that. I think it's a traditional instrument. I like that. ከዓለም በፊት ከሀገርና ሰው በፈጠረን ፊት የሚበልጥ ማነው? ጥያቄ በፈጠረን ፊት ከበለጠ ሰው እንደ አምላክ ባስብ ስህተቱ የት ነው? ጥያቄ የቱን ባስቀድም ሰው ወይስ ሀገር? የሀገሬ ነገር ይሞላ ነበር። ጥያቄ ነበር ሀገሬን ሀገር ካደረገማ ሰውን ላስቀድም ሰው ልሆንና እንደ አድዋ እንደዚያ ሰሞን ሀገሬ አማረች ሰው ለሰው ሲሆን ለካ አድዋ ለሰው ልጅ ነበር ለነፃነቱ የሆነው ሀገር አሉ ምኒልኩ። Is it Menelik? Did he mention Menelik? Let's go back and check this out.
እንደ አድዋ እንደዚያ ሰሞን ሀገሬ አማረች ሰው ለሰው ሲሆን ለካ አድዋ ለሰው ልጅ ነበር ለነፃነቱ የሆነው ሀገር አሉ ምኒልኩ።
Oh, Menelik. Okay, so Menelik is that guy. He is... Actually, I did not know this until a while back, that Menelik was also considered controversial because of the policies that were enacted towards the people who didn't show up to fight. But then Menelik is a hero. Menelik is essentially the reason why Ethiopia wasn't colonized. But that's putting it a bit too simply. There were a bunch of other leaders that showed up, but the main leader for the country was Menelik. Menelik, he had every tribe leader or warlord how do I call them? Gather up together, show up with troops to fight the Italians at the Battle of Adwa. This is 1896, 1888 Ethiopian calendar. I mean, last time I got that wrong. Yeah, and Menelik, he is that guy. He is that, you know, he really did do a good job with this. They were expecting, the Italians were expecting to win over the, the primitive African army. They did not. That didn't work out too well for them. Okay, and that's that. That's Menelik. Oh, there was also Queen Taitu and then Saint George. Is it Georges? In Amharic. Okay. You see, he talked about Adwa. That's how they pronounce it in America, Adwa. And it's right there on the screen, Adwa. This battle is maybe one of the most important battles in African colonial history. I mean, because it's one where an African country actually gathers itself up to beat the invading forces. And I really do congratulate Ethiopians on this. This is a good thing. Really, it is good. Or some of them don't know about Adwa. Okay, the ones that find out, they think it's a good thing though. Anyway, moving on. Oh yeah, so yes, I can read some Fidal, but not all of it. When you say something and then I piece it together, it works perfectly. But on these words, not so much. Like you see some now, I could see what that is, but then the rest. Okay, you know what? Yeah. Nah. Okay, I don't know that. Le ma. Okay, never mind.
አድዋ ከራስ ጀመረ ራሱን ያሸነፈ ለሰው ተረፈ ሁሉም ትውልድ አድዋ አለው የኔም አድዋ ልቤ ላይ ነው ጀግና ማለት ይቅር ባይ ነው ቂም በሆዱ ከሰበቀ ጎጃም ሰው ካላረቀ ከይቅርታ ከራቀ በላይ መቼ ዘለቀ ይቅር ካላወቅንማ ዮሐንስ ለሀገር ወድቆ ሲሰዋ ቴዎድሮስ መቅደላ ይጠጣ ጽዋ ለከንቱ ነው ባልቻ ዛሬም ይነፍሳል ዛሬም ይነፍሳል አሉላ ዛሬም ይደርሳል
You see, I think that's talking about the battle. Okay, so you could hear the horses, the sword, somebody drawing a sword in the background. That's really cool. I think one thing I do like about some of these Ethiopian videos, they don't just concentrate on, oh, this is my life. Okay, Desi Lal was funny. I like videos like that, but also I like that a lot of the artists take their time. Oh, this is my country. Oh, this is Adwa. This is the leader who, whatever. And then we remember him. This will not be forgotten. I think that's important. I mean, at the same time though, also, I will say this. Ethiopians also need to learn about other African countries' history, especially the nearby countries. But then also, in Kenya, I will admit, people don't learn about what the name of the battle was. They don't know it's the Battle of Adwa that led to Ethiopia not being colonized. They learn about the occupation, they learn that it wasn't colonized, but they don't learn about the leaders. They learn about Haile Selassie because Haile Selassie And our first president was considered... Haile Selassie was considered by our first president to be like a close ally, sort of. So that's why he's on... There's a road named after him in the middle of the city. It's one of the main roads and stuff like that. Anyway. ቃል እየተማዘዝነ እኛው በእኛው አንሰን ከተራከስነ በእነሱ አድዋ ድል አርገናል ግን የኛን አድዋ ተሸንፈናል ተው አድዋን ለሀገር ያደረገው ማን ነው አድዋ ለሰው ልጅ አድዋ ለኔ ነው አድዋ ለሰው ልጅ ሁሉም ትውልድ አድዋ አለው የኔም አድዋ ልቤ ላይ ነው ጀግና ማለት ዛሬ ይቅር ባይ ነው ሰከላ አባይ ወለደች ናት የምንን ሰከላ አባይን ወለደች Is that Abay the Nile? If it's Abay the Nile, he must also be referring to the current issues that Ethiopia is facing. This is our country, we're trying to decide what to do with it. And then, so maybe if I could translate or guess the meaning of the song or guess the context behind it. That's what is going on. Because I have a lot of people who give me some information about what's going on. They try to give me the lay of the land without seeming too biased. And of course, people are biased according to how they perceive things. But everybody generally seems to agree that with the Abay thing, that this is an Ethiopian national resource and that Ethiopia should dictate the terms of how to use this national resource. Anyway. So, to those who think I don't listen, I listen. I mean, text me if you think that I'm getting anything wrong. My Insta, my Facebook page, but then my Facebook page, I don't check it as often. Use my Instagram, text me, and follow me on Instagram if you want to know what I know. And if you want to ask me about my country. And if you want to request a video as well. And you can also use the comment section. Anyway, that's how I get some of this information. I'm guessing this is the third part of the song, Sakala. So there's a SANAA, and then there's the second part, and then this is Sakala. SOST. This sounds like a Shilela Fukera type thing. She's singing, she's talking about Ethiopia, maybe saying Ethiopia the motherland, I don't know. Something like that. Teo. I've heard that in a song before. Teo, stop. In Swahili, simama or wacha. Wacha means leave it alone. Simama, literally stop. But you don't tell somebody, you say simama for stop and certain specific whatever. In this case, let's say people are telling you what to do, blah blah blah, and you don't want to listen. You say wacha. Kimya means keep quiet, or nyamaza. Kimya is sort of from it. It's very Arabic derived. It's very Middle Eastern derived. So some people don't use that. People will say nyamaza.
ጨለማ ቢመስልብኝ ተስፋ ለመቁረጥን ካንተ ተምሬያለሁ አደራህም አለብኝ እሯ ልበላ እንዳንተ ምንም እንኳን ካንተ ባያምርብኝ እሯ ልበላ እንዳንተ ምንም እንኳን ካንተ ባያምርብኝ ሰከላ አባይን ወለደች እናት ያምንን ቅድሚያ ሰው ደግሞ ግን ማነስ ይሉኝ ኢትዮጵያ ነው ስሜ አልወድቅም ለመድረስ እጄ ቢያጥርም ከበላይ ባልዘልቅም ባይመስልም አንዴ እንኳ ያቅተኝም እንደ ቴዎድሮስ ባልደግም ሯላለሁ ሮመልዬ ይዘ ጀግና ልጅ ይዘ ሰውዬ ሮበላተ ሮመልበይ ይዘ ጀግና ልጅ ግባልኝ ና
Nah, that's a bit of a electric beat. I think this might just be my the favorite part, my favorite part, because I like the beat and I like how the vocals are like flowing with it. And then again he talks about Adwa. He's mentioned Menelik just a few lines, one line behind. And then he talks about them himself. ሁሉም ትውልድ አድዋ አለው የኔም አድዋ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቢገፉኝ ፍቅር ማሳየት በይቅር ልቆ መገኘት ያን ጊዜ አብዲስ ይደርሳል በልቤም ባልቻ ይነፍሳል ዮሐንስ ደሙ ወርቅ ነው ላልከዳው ጴጥሮስ መልስ ነው ጠበቁኝ በደም ርሰው የጥፋት ጉድጓድን ምሰው በሰባራቸው አፍሰው ሰባራ ሰንደቅን ይዘው እንግዲህ ማን ይልሻል መርዙን በይቅርታ ልሻል ከአባቶቼም ባይሆንልኝ ከአያቶቼ አንድነት ልምር ሯ ልበል የዛሬ ሰው ፍቅር ፈሶብኝ ልፈሰው ልንተባተብ ጀግንነቱን ከልቤ ላገኝ So I'm gonna continue recording Rophnan SOST in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that's the end of SOST. That's pretty much over actually. I'll stop that there. SOST is, oh, okay, it's a good song. Rophnan here has done a good job on it. You've heard, if you've watched the entire reaction, you've heard what I've said. He talks about Menelik Adwa, he talks about Abay. Sekala Abay che. Okay, let me remember that part. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's that. Generally, that's pretty much it. I actually have nothing else to say aside from that. SOST has 3 parts, obviously. He puts the 3 numbers right there. SOST is a number. It means 3 in American. In Swahili, that would be tatu. In Swahili, that would be tatu. Yeah, and then in many Bantu languages, it's either tatu or itatu, or yeah, it's a variation of that. Okay, but that's pretty much it, and that's Sost from Rophnan. I wanted to react to this song because somebody had been telling me to react to it. So, asante sana, amasaganalaw, kalu. That was really nice stuff. Asante ni sana, amasaganalaw. See y'all later. I think this might just be my the favorite part, my favorite part, because I like the beat and I like.